Hello everyone. IQAC has developed a web application for collecting data of the departments for preparation of the annual report of 2018-19. In this video presentation, the entire process will be demonstrated. Please open the URL ausiqac.in/ard in Google Chrome. Please log into the application by using the credentials supplied by IQAC. For the purpose of this demonstration, I will log in as a user of the Department of Statistics. If the login process is successful, then you would be navigated to the department panel. It is recommended to change your password after the first login. You can do so by clicking the Change Password link present on the left side of the page. In the department panel, there are 24 named buttons which represent 24 different forms. A click on the button shall take you to the respective form. The color of the buttons indicate the status of the form. If a form is filled up, then the corresponding button will turn green. Otherwise, it will stay red. One can fill up the forms in any order one wishes. So let us fill up some forms. The general information form. In this form, the user is expected to provide data mainly about the assets and students' achievements of the department. After filling up the form, the user is required to click the button labeled as "Click here to complete this step." Here, one thing should be noted. Unless you click this button, "Click here to complete this step," the concerned form shall not be submitted and the step remains incomplete. And there is also another very important thing to remember. Do not keep any cell in the form blank. If you have nothing to write, please put the value 0. Now let us click this button. After completing this step, if you need to make any changes, then you need to click this button again to modify the information. There are two buttons for navigating back and forth. One can click the next button to visit the next form, or can click the previous button to go back. You can click Home link in the menu bar to go back to the department panel. Here you may notice this button has turned green, which means this form has been filled up. Now let us go to the courses and student form. In this form, there are two sections. Section A, details of courses offered in the department, and Section B, details of student enrolled. In Section A, the user needs to provide information about the courses taught in the department. Some data may be present by default. The user needs to change this data by clicking the Edit button beside each record. In Section B, the user needs to provide relevant data by clicking Add Edit button. It may be noted that while filling up the student data form, fields labeled as SC male, SC female, ST male, ST female, OBC NCL male, OBC NCL female, UR male, UR female, make up the total number of students, and the rest of the fields indicate the number of students available in the relevant category. After filling up the form, the user is required to click the button. Click here to complete this step. To complete this step, let us go back to the department panel again. Examination results form. The user needs to provide information about the examination result of the department by clicking Add Edit button beside each record. Once all the necessary information are provided, please click this button to complete this step. Let us go back to the department panel again. Student enroll form. Here also, the user needs to provide information about the students enrolled in the department by clicking Add Edit button beside each record, and then click this button to complete this step. Let us go back to the department panel again. Applications details form. This form can be filled up using the methods demonstrated before. And let us finish this form by clicking this button. Now let us go back to the department panel again. Foreign student form. In this form, the user first needs to select whether any foreign student is available in the department. If there is no foreign students, then the user should select nil from the drop-down menu, and then click here to complete this step button to complete this form. If there is foreign students in the department, the user should select available from the drop down menu. Now a button would appear labeled as Add Foreign Students. The user needs to click this button, and this event would bring up a form for filling up the student's record. After submitting the form with relevant data, a record would appear with two buttons beside it for modification and deletion of record. If everything is okay, the user needs to click here to complete this step button to complete this form. All the remaining forms can be filled up following a similar procedure as foreign student form. Now I will fill up all the forms, all the remaining forms, so that you can get a feel of the entire process. Now that I have filled up all the forms, I will click the preview button present in the event organized form. Here I can check whether all the data I have submitted are present. If everything is okay, I can click this button to complete the data submission process. When you click this button, an alert will appear, which will ask you whether you want to submit this form. Because if you submit this form, you cannot make any changes. So please make sure all the data you have submitted are present. Now a link will appear in the department panel. This, this will let you print the entire form you have submitted. You can print out this form for keeping it as a record. This brings us to the end of this presentation. Thank you.